Hey everyone, and welcome to the channel. So today we get to take a look at the 2024 Audi Q8. This is a Premium Plus, finished off in Glacier White Metallic, and it has an MSRP just over $82,000. Now for the 24-year model, this is the facelift. So there are a few differences, of course, with the new design, which I will go over, but we're going to start off with what this is powered by. Underneath the hood, this is the 3-liter turbocharged V6. It's paired to an 8-speed automatic transmission, and it pumps out 335 horsepower, 369 pound-feet of torque. Sent through that Quattro all-wheel drive system, this 5,000-pound SUV is capable of 0 to 60 in 5.5 seconds with a top speed of 130 miles an hour. Now, as far as fuel economy goes, you're looking right around 17 miles per gallon in the city and 23 out on the highway. Now, as we work our way to the exterior styling, you'll notice that the Audi logo is actually different. Still retains the 4 circles, of course, but a little bit different of an overall design. This model has the forward-facing camera, really cool accents that work their way through that entire grille with plenty of cutouts. There's also more cutouts in the lower section. Now, the headlight housings are actually different. This still has LED headlights, DRLs, and turn signals. You can also opt for the Matrix LED headlights as well, which is all new. And then there's some cutouts in both sides with all the parking sensors too, really nice angles in the lower section of the bumper, and nice lines that come down the hood. Now, this model also has a set of 21-inch wheels with a very nice design to them. There's the body-colored side mirrors, which are power folding. They have the camera and the turn signal. And then there's a lot of brushed aluminum accents for this model. In the lower side skirt, around all the window trim, it's on the roof racks. And then a part of the executive package is the dual-pane sunroof up top. Now, this also has a little bit more of a sporty design to it, has the steeply raked rear glass to give it more of that coupe-like design, which integrates very nicely with all the lines coming all the way to the back here. Now, this has the body-colored spoiler with the brake light and the wiper blade, and then the taillights have been redesigned as well. Really nice bar that runs through that power liftgate with the new Audi badge right in the middle. Now, this has a backup camera, all the sensors, and with the towing hitch, this can tow right around 7,700 pounds, which is honestly very impressive for this SUV. Now, this does have remote start. You do have to use the app to do that, and then of course you can use the key fob or that control to open up this power liftgate. Now, there's a good bit of space back here. There's also some storage on the driver's side. There's cargo lights, there's the cover there. This does have a spare tire underneath the floor, and then you can fold down those back seats if you need a little bit more storage. Now, you can also lock and unlock this with the door handles in the back, which makes it a lot more convenient. And we have the sage leather for this interior. Bang & Olufsen, of course, storage down below. And you can actually adjust both rear windows and their respective sunshades. So those are power operated. They are hidden at the moment. There's wood trim and brushed aluminum too. And then the same color for the seats, of course. Now, these seats do move forwards and backwards, so whether you need better legroom or better storage, you can accommodate both of those. There's storage nets, climates in the middle. This even has heated seats that you can go through as well. It's a part of that executive package. And then there's the armrest with 2 cup holders. You can fold down this middle seat individually if you need to gain access to the back. And you can also recline these seats. It's not much, but it's enough to make it nice and comfortable. I have about 1.5 inches or so above my head at 5'10". So definitely spacious, very roomy for its size. And then the front door panel has the addition of the memory seating controls, side mirror adjustments, rear liftgate release, and even more storage. And then the same design for these front seats, of course. It's a little bit high of a step for this SUV, but not all that hard to get into. We have the solid leather steering wheel. And once we fire this up, we can go over the rest of the tech features. So this has the paddle shifters. On the right side, there's Bluetooth and voice commands, even a favorites button, and then volume and tuning. And then on this left side, this is how you can go through the digital gauge cluster. So tach is on the left, miles per hour is on that right side. And then you do have some info that you can scroll through for all of your driving situations and needs. And then you have some other info that you can scroll through. And you can also bring this up in full screen. So if you'd like to view all of this a little bit larger, you have the option to do that. This also has distance pacing, so the cruise control stalk and those adjustments are on that left side. Now, there's a lot of storage down below, as well as the headlight adjustments. And then as we work our way back to the infotainment system, you have quite a lot to go through. This is a large multi-purpose setting right here where you can look at everything laid out, and then you can also go into all of these icons to further go through the rest of this information. And then there's also shortcuts on this left side, so you can quickly get through all of this information. Now, in between both of these screens, there's the engine start stop along with the downhill assist. You can also pull up favorites for the nav, so you can quickly get through those, and then you can even shut off that upper screen if you would like to. Now, the entire lower screen is basically for all of your climates. So you have fan speed, where you like the air to go, temperature. You can even get into the rear adjustments along with the heated steering wheel too, which is nice. And then this does have heated and ventilated seats, and you have a few other controls right in the middle. There's also a shortcut to the drive select, so you can go through those different modes. There's traction control along with some defrosters, and there's even a shortcut to the 360 camera system. So you can quickly pull this up and get through all of those angles. You can also get into your assistance for your driving, so you can set that up the way that you would like, and you have power and tuning for the audio. Now, there's two cup holders on that one side with an auxiliary. This is how you can get the backup camera to pop up, of course, putting it into reverse. Into drive, the forward-facing camera will appear. You can bump it over now to shift using the shifter or the paddle shifters, and then park is located on the back. There's the e-brake behind that. You can also adjust the armrest too, depending on where you would like it. There's wireless charging and a little bit of storage underneath that, and then plenty of room in the glove box. Up top, there's the touch-sensitive dome lights, as well as the controls for the sunshade and the sunroof. And then this is a look at visibility. Even with those pillars in the back, you can still even see all the way out of that rear glass over the left side. So it's really not all that hard to see around. And still in dynamic mode from second gear, here we go. Even with a mild acceleration, plenty of power for this and very quick with that Tiptronic transmission. But this is what it's like to be behind the wheel for the Audi Q8. We have a pretty large dashboard for this model, so the glass is pretty far away. You can't really see that passenger side. Obviously the window sticker is there right now, but you can see kind of the base of the hood almost there, just to give you some reference where the vehicle is. And of course you have the sensors and the camera, which is going to help you too. It's a pretty big vehicle, but so far it seemed very manageable to drive. So if you're in the market for a vehicle like this, it's not really intimidating to drive, but you have a lot of space within this interior. And as far as bumps go, like we just went over, it's absorbing these very, very well. And hopefully you can tell just how quiet it is on the interior. It's also very maneuverable too. The turning radius is super tight. So we can do this turn incredibly short here and then get back up to speed when we are ready to go. It's nice that the driving modes do have a difference as well. So when you go into auto or comfort, the throttle response is a little different. So again, just depending on how you like to drive. But this is a great option. Of course, you can get a less expensive Q8. This has two packages on it to make it almost fully loaded with the premium package. So depending on your budget and what you're looking for, you can get a lot of good options for this luxury focused SUV. But that is going to wrap it up for the 2024 Audi Q8. Once again, a huge shout out to Audi Northlake for providing this SUV for me today. Definitely take a look at their website. And if you enjoyed today's video, give it a huge thumbs up. Consider smashing that subscribe button so you don't miss out on our daily uploads. I will see you all in the next video.